Yo, what's up? Hey, Lao Shu. I just saw your video, man. I kind of wanted to give you my opinion and thought about it, or at least share a story I had myself. You know, I remember when I was back when I was younger, I always had problems with, you know, reading and writing. You know, and that right there just says it all alone. I always thought I was stupid because of, my disability. I always thought that, and I still kind of believe that today that I kind of believe that I'm actually stupid, but I'm actually dyslexic. And in your story, you was talking about how you had to take these proficiency tests, and they're basically standardized tests that you have to take, in high school or middle school or something like that. And I took the same thing in middle school, high school. I took it in elementary school, and I had problems with those tests too. And I always thought I was kind of stupid based off of that alone. I remember when I was in Louisiana, I was in the fourth grade. I failed the fourth grade twice in a row. I repeated it twice because I didn't know how to. I believe, in my opinion, that I didn't know how to read. That's why I failed those tests. That's why I failed. And I always thought I was stupid. And the people who I was around a lot of negative people. Some of them was my family. That was sad to really say. My family was calling me words about that, saying things like, "Oh man, you stupid," you know. I know my cousin for a fact. He was really, he was the main one that was promoting it. Really, like this dude. If he sees these videos, man, I'm not trying to start nothing up, but this is the truth of what really happened back when me and him was younger. He used to always just put me down. He always used to call me stupid or retarded. He always thought he was the better person, and in the long run, I always compared myself up to Angelo. That's my cousin. I always keep comparing myself up to my cousin because I always thought that I was dumb or less of a person. You know, even in elementary school, man, I was getting picked on, made fun of due to the fact that I couldn't really read. I remember when I was in class one time, I had a reading level. This was in the fifth grade. This is when I first started to learn how to read. Was when I got to the fifth grade. I had a reading level of a first grader. And I got made fun of in class. This dude was in class. He was telling me, "Oh man, at least Chris has a reading level that's able to read. You can't even read. You only have a reading level of a first grader or whatever." And I ain't say nothing afterwards, man. I wasn't even talking about anything. And I really don't know what happened in that situation that day that got the guy that said that to talk about me like that, but. I always felt like I was stupid because of my disability. I can't even remember when I was. I always took different classes from from elementary school to middle school. I took different classes from regular or ordinary students. I actually took classes due to my disability for dyslexia. Those classes were mainly for they were teaching English, how to use basic sentence structure, all that, understanding the sentences, helping you with your reading and stuff like that. Those classes would help me, but the other kids in the class, they always view me as being retarded because I had to take those classes. Man, it was sad. It was terrible, and so I always felt negative about myself. I always did. I never really had high self-esteem that much. I never really had a good level of self-esteem. It always been low, due to what people always thought about me, and the things that they think about me is how I actually view myself. It's based off of other people's thoughts because I don't really analyze what I think about myself that much until I'm starting to do that more often now, though. Shoot, it was some rough times in that time period for me when I was younger as a kid, a 12-year-old kid, 13. School was pretty stressful for me too. I mean, I look old now because of it. you know, uh, I can remember when yeah, like I remember when my cousin, man, my cousin, like he said he had it bad against me, man. Yeah, I don't know what it was against me. He had or whatever, but I mean, this dude, like I said before, he called me stupid, retarded. This dude used to slap me around in the face for doing something stupid or just making a simple mistake. And I learned over the time period, some things about myself that I really don't like making mistakes. Every time I make a mistake, I always get onto myself about it. I kind of beat myself in, and I'm really hard on myself too, and get things, accomplished and finished and on time and stuff like that. Because that's just how I am now. That's how the past I grew into that from the past, but. I don't know. I would say like the things that kind of promoted me to be a little bit more positive is like I really stopped kind of thinking about what other people had to really think about me then as a child and into it now. I started really analyzing my own thoughts and try to think more about yourself and learn. I'm trying to learn more about myself now. I feel like learning is a lifetime process in order to accomplish things or whatever. But this is kind of this is my story. I would say my story is not really finished. And some of the reasons why I think I'm doing the whole language thing is like this. Like I dislike doubt. I can remember when I was taking one of these like in middle school. It started in middle school when they start diagnosing people's reading abilities, and they were diagnosing me, and they noticed that I was dyslexic, and I had to take these other classes, and I had to take these other tests, based off of where my reading level was at, or diagnose, whether or not I was dyslexic or not. And they told them, what I was. And damn, I forgot what I was going to say, those tests told me where I was at, and I kept continuing to take these classes over and over, these tests over and over, and really it was so funny. I was like, those tests were so simple. They used the same test over and over, like 6 times in a row. I took it, the same test over and over, and just to see what my reading level was at, and they even the test even showed basic intelligence too. The test was showing some intelligence in it. Like they said my intelligence was average or whatever, I really didn't understand some of that, but I was asked the last time I ever took the test, I was asking a woman about, do you think dyslexic people can learn a foreign language? And she said, I don't think they can. Right there, that kind of sparked something in my heart, something in my mind right there, because I dislike doubt. I dislike when people say I can't do anything, or think that, oh man, you suck, you can't do it, you need to stop or give up or something like that, because I heard words like that a lot when I was younger, especially when I was trying to pass the 4th grade and go to the next level. People told me that I couldn't do it, saying things like, oh, you're going to graduate when you're like 22 years old, but I really actually graduated at 19, so really a lot of things that I felt like that motivated me was doubt, and I always tried to prove myself that, hey, I can do it too. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care who you are. You could be another person I never even met. Anything that one human can do, I can do. That's just what I believe in. I really don't believe in limits and other things like that and so forth. But this is my short story. I know it really wasn't much. I kind of just wanted to share a little bit of it with you. I wish I could have organized my thoughts a little bit more. I'm sorry on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Catch you later. Peace.